We've yet to create any of the paid DLC, and we haven't locked down any release dates.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you another Super Smash Bros. Video today. Now, as you can tell, that little intro that I kind of did where he just talked about DLC and how they haven't started development on anything yet, I thought it'd be fun to look at the potential, well, DLC characters that could be left out there. I mean, there's a lot that got deconfirmed, you know, whether just, I don't know, some people think, okay, so first of all, they got deconfirmed like as assist trophies or maybe Mii costumes. Some people think, you could be a Mii costume and a playable character. I don't know. In terms of, I got a character I'll talk about at the end of the video, but let's go over a few characters that I think could be Frontrunners, and I'm thinking of one right now that I didn't even put on my list. So I'll talk about the Monster Hunter from, well, Monster Hunter series. I think Monster Hunter has a legit chance, honestly. So I'll add Monster Hunter to my list. But anyway, here's 5 characters that I came up with. So why am I looking at the Smash Bros. Website on the assist trophies? Well, in the Smash Direct earlier today, they said there's 59 assist trophies. Look at the website. There are indeed 59 labeled assist trophies. Now, why is that big? Well, we finally know all the assist trophies. We get to know, you know, the new ones that they showed us. We get to know who's cut. Now, why would that be important? Who got cut? Well, they never showed off Skull Kid for one thing, and I'll talk about that as well in just a second. And they also cut Magnus from the Kid Icarus series, another potential interesting character. So let me jump into a few of the characters. So I got this thing I want to talk about here real quick. So who is it? Arctic Ace? Is that you were telling me? You know, just because a character might be a spirit, you know, the sticker, the new thing or whatever, doesn't mean they can't be a playable character, because we have seen male Wii Fit Trainer and we have seen a King K. Rool in his captain form, but it's still King K. Rool. We've seen playable characters as stickers or spirits, so it doesn't mean that spirits can't also be playable characters, especially DLC down the line. And this first one I have right here, I guess just for the sake of argument, I'm going to say they're spirits, and if they're not characters right now, I don't think they're going to be. I'm not saying they don't have a chance, but I'm just saying, just for the sake of argument, if they're spirit, we're just going to say they can't be DLC characters, just for the sake of argument. All right, so first one, I got this picture of Geno. He's right here, circled right under Shulk, and, you know, he's the spirit that's attached to Shulk. So they show him again, but yet we still don't get Geno as a playable character. So to me, I think that rules him out. I know there's only supposed 5 characters that they showed off for DLC, or 5 supposed character DLC slots, and I don't know. I just don't think Square will let Nintendo use them. I don't think it's gonna happen. So Geno, I think, is out of the picture, sadly. Here's the K. Rool one. Here it is, right here, upper right hand corner. Hopefully my face cam is not in the way. It might be. I just realized that. Dang it. But he's up in the right hand corner. He's in his captain outfit. So again, characters that are playable are also stickers or spirits. So they can be both, I think. Or for the sake of argument, we're going to say they can't be. At least, like, okay, how am I trying to put this? Because characters are spirits, but wow, this is confusing. I'm even confusing myself. Which side am I leaning on here? So we're just going to say that if you're a sticker and you're not a playable character right now, you can't be DLC. So, and Sakurai did say that it's going to be unique fighters for DLC, not going to be Echo Fighters. So that was interesting. I thought Echo Fighter would have been an easy way for them to go, you know, something simple and easy. But they said no Echo Fighters, so unique fighters. So what 5 characters do we have? What are we looking at? So, not that. There we go. First one, Bandana Waddle Dee. I think still has a chance. They showed they showed a Waddle Dee as a spirit, not Bandana Dee. So there is a difference between the characters, yes. So, and it's one of the few first-party characters that are still out there. I would say Dixie Kong should be on this list, but I see Dixie Kong as a spirit, and it was one of those, well, what did they say? A legend? Is that how they, a legend spirit that got upgraded to, different. It just looked different when it got upgraded. So I don't think Dixie's on here, but Bandana Waddle Dee I think still has a chance for DLC because it was only Waddle Dee. It was just the plain one that was shown. So Bandana Waddle Dee has to be on the list, I think. There's a very short list, honestly, for characters. There's a very short list. Like I said earlier, add Monster Hunter to this list as well because I just thought about that right now. But up next, I know Banjo-Kazooie, some people don't like him. A lot of people do. I think it's a good possibility. Microsoft, Phil Spencer, the fans, we've all kind of said it. We want it to happen. I think it can happen. Phil Spencer was recently in Japan for something. Who knows? And I got to think. I couldn't find the exact quote. Somebody was saying that DLC, like Sakurai, actually has planned out the entire DLC. I couldn't find the quote anywhere in the video from the Direct. But I got to think that they have a couple characters at least planned right now. Banjo could be one of them if Phil Spencer's trip to Japan did mean anything. Maybe he was meeting with Nintendo. Maybe he's meeting with Sakurai and they worked out something for Banjo as a DLC character. I think that is still very likely. I mean, at this point, like I said, there's a handful of characters that we can honestly think have a real chance excuse me, for DLC. Banjo's on the list, Bandana Waddle Dee, Monster Hunter. Moving on, I was saying Skull Kid earlier, like when I was showing the assist trophies. Skull Kid has been removed as an assist trophy. He's not on there. We didn't see him in the adventure mode at all, so it makes me think he's not a boss. So what did they do with Skull Kid? Maybe they just, I don't know, they just didn't use him and they just replaced him with the Moon. I guess Legend of Zelda as a franchise, I absolutely could use another actually fresh face to the roster. Skull Kid for sure has to be in that last, handful of characters that have not been represented some way in Smash Ultimate yet. So I got Skull Kid on my roster. This next character is going to be a weird one. Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series. Now, when Simon Belmont got confirmed in the game back in August, it made me start thinking, okay, so what characters from the older generation, the NES, the SNES games, who's really left? Ryu Hayabusa popped to mind immediately. Third-party character. So again, I think that's kind of the way they're going to lean for the most part for DLC. They're going to go with a lot of third-party, maybe one or two first-party, and then the rest will be third-party. I think that's how they're going to go because third-party will sell more DLC. It'll make them more money. And I think Ryu Hayabusa kind of just coming from that older generation, that last kind of really big known character. Some people are going to say, are you going to have two Ryus in the roster? That's not really an issue. I'm pretty sure it's Dead or Alive series where you could select Ryu Hayabusa as a character, but I'm almost positive that when you select him, the announcer actually says Hayabusa. He doesn't say Ryu, so you could just take that and put that into Smash. So instead of, like, if you wanted to pick Ryu from Street Fighter, you click on him, the announcer says Ryu, and then you click on Ryu Hayabusa, and it would just go Hayabusa, So there's a distinct difference between the names, at least. You can tell a difference between the characters. They look totally different. But I guess I can put that argument to rest. You're not going to have two Ryus. Well, one's going to be just Ryu, the other one's going to be Hayabusa. Easy for that. Now, the last character, I actually have three different ones because I want to have this as one of those break the internet kind of announcements. Actually maybe for the first one. Erdrick from Dragon Quest, maybe not quite up there, but I think going back to Vergaben, how he's always claimed that there is a second square rep in the game and ended up coming up saying that it could be, that could be pushed back to DLC. I think there's still a good chance that, I guess, Dragon Quest is never really a series I took too seriously, and we did see Slime as a spirit, so I think Erdrick is kind of more of like the well-known face if you don't go with Slime from the not Monster Hunter, but the Dragon Quest series. I think Erdrick would make more sense. He's a big enough character from the series. Dragon Quest is still a really big series for Square, right? Square makes that. I'm almost positive. But yeah, I got Erdrick. So moving on to the next two characters that I think that would be those break the internet characters, you know, kind of thing. And I can see Sakurai doing it if they can indeed get the rights to these characters. First one, of course, Sora. No question about it. Break the internet would be another kind of Cloud situation. Same with the next character that I'll get into. Sora is always that dream character. Does it happen? I don't know. Disney's can be tough to work with to get the rights, and do they feel comfortable with, you know, Nintendo letting them use their property? I think they would be. I think somebody's come out and said, yeah, we're willing to work with them if we can just, you know, make it work. You know, if everything fits, everything just feels right, they're willing to let, you know, Nintendo and Sakurai use the character. So I guess we can only wait to see if there's actually, you know, any, if they can actually work it out. I guess we just got to wait and see, honestly. And then the next one, I know I already had a Microsoft rep with Banjo, but I think this one would break the internet even more. You probably know where I'm going with this. Master Chief, right? What else would break the internet? Master Chief and Smash Bros. That's probably one that's probably a little bit more unrealistic than Sora, honestly, but I would love this. I made a moveset for him. I think you could actually make him fit very well in the Smash kind of style, you know, play style. Absolutely fits. Very cool to see. I would love this. Again, a break the internet kind of character reveal. Still could happen now that I'm thinking about it. Just in terms of how, this doesn't have to do with Master Chief, but in terms of how they reveal, because they said it could take, you know, up through the end of the year, meaning through the end of 2019 for next year. Pokemon comes to mind with Gen 8, and I've always said that I think they'll get behind a Gen 8 Pokemon and put them into Smash. Just another way to help build hype for that game and, you know, market the game through Smash. So I guess Pokemon definitely has a chance. But in terms of third parties, like I said, I think they'll definitely go a little bit more third-party character route. And yeah, Master Chief. Who else would break the internet like Master Chief or Sora, right? But I think I got one character left. I want to talk about Rex real quick. Some people are like, well, doesn't Rex still have a chance? Well, we should know that Sakurai did state this in the Direct. He talked about Rex and how he was announced too late because they already had the development plans for Smash Ultimate, and then Rex came along, so he missed the cutoff. So why can't he be a Mii outfit as well as a playable character? Well, I think that's pretty simple. If Sakurai wanted to put Rex in the game, I think he wouldn't have used him as a Mii outfit. I think that would have been a better suited character for that free DLC spot instead of the Piranha Plant, which is that Piranha Plant still might be actually kind of neat. But instead of putting Piranha Plant, take Rex and put him into that spot. You'll have extra development time because he's not going to be ready on the base roster. So I don't think Rex honestly has a chance for DLC. Springman doesn't. There's a lot that was deconfirmed that kind of a lot of people thought were front runners for DLC. And now we're looking at like a very small handful of characters. Again, my predictions, I think the two that could break the internet, Master Chief and Sora. You got Erdrick. I think Dragon Quest is a series that's not being looked at, you know, too seriously, but they are a serious contender for DLC. I think so. Ryu Hayabusa, again, another third party that, you know, just kind of from the older NES, SNES kind of era. He fits kind of that, you know, the older characters, and I think he'd be really neat addition. That's third party. Again, then you got to have, I still think there will be a couple first party. Skull Kid definitely comes to mind. Of course, Banjo's third party, another character, huge character. And then Bandana Waddle Dee as well for first party. So I think there's only really a couple first party characters you can really say. Maybe even Elma from Xenoblade, potentially, because she has not been seen as a sticker or spirit. She's not been seen as one yet. So there's still hope for Elma. But, I mean, in terms of characters, this is what I got. Let me know if you guys think differently. What do you guys have for your DLC picks? Who do you think are the front runners? This is who I have. Banjo, Bandana Waddle Dee, Skull Kid, Ryu Hayabusa. I think people are sleeping on him. Erdrick. I think Dragon Quest is also a series that are kind of being underestimated a bit. But yeah, and then Sora and Master Chief, you know, the break the internet characters. I think that'd be really cool. And then yeah, I don't think Rex has a chance because I think he, instead of giving him that Mii outfit, I think he could have just saved him and made him that free character instead of the Piranha Plant. I think he could have done that instead. That would have made way more sense. And I think, yeah, Rex's fate, I think, is sealed for this game. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about DLC. Who are your 5 picks for DLC? Because it looks like, at least if there's only one Smash pick or Smash Fighter pass, we're only getting 5. At least that's what we're intended to believe as of right now. That could change. Maybe it does. We'll see. But let me know your 5 picks for DLC characters down in the comments. Do you agree with what I have? Is there somebody else? Do you think Spirits actually can still be, you know, DLC characters such as Shantae, such as Geno, Dixie Kong? I think those still have chances. Maybe Octolings, but they said no Echo Fighters, so Octoling might be out. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. DLC down in the comments. What are your thoughts? What do you got? So anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This has been a very eventful day of Smash news so far. Lots to talk about. I have many more videos I want to make, but I have to go to work very soon. So I'll have to make those over the weekend or maybe tomorrow for Friday. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next upload, hopefully. And peace out, everybody.